In this video, we'll be calibrating the pH probe in our system. You can always refer to the instructions provided with the manual, but we're going to walk you through the process step by step now. To do this, you're going to need both 4 and 7 pH buffer solution, a small glass of clean water to rinse the probe, and a container of some sort to catch excess water that will come out of the manifold when we take the probe out. Our first step is to close both of the ball valves on either side of the loop, like so. Then take a container and catch any water that may come out of the line. And while you're holding that there, start to loosen this probe, because there is more water caught in this manifold, but it is under vacuum right now. As soon as we take this probe out, we should see more water come out. Yeah. The reason for leaving extra signal wire here, we can easily remove this probe, and it's not taut or anything. We can move the probe where we need to. All right. Since this is the first time we're calibrating this probe, we're going to remove the tape and the protective cap on it to start the calibration process. So simply peel the tape off and then remove the blue cap to expose the probe. Remove the cap from the top. The reason for doing this is we're going to need to access this black button labeled as SW1 on the control board here. You can start with 7 or 4 solution first, doesn't matter with these probes. We'll insert the probe into the solution, shake it around a little bit to make sure that there aren't any air bubbles sitting on the bottom of the probe, and we need to leave the probe on here for about 30 seconds. It's been over 30 seconds now, so we're going to press and hold that black button. You'll see a green light illuminate after a few seconds. Keep holding the button until the green light turns off, and then you can let go of the button. As long as you don't see any green flashes after you let go of the button, the calibration was successful. So now that the 4 solution is done, we're going to rinse the probe in some fresh water, set the probe aside, and we'll prepare our 7 solution now. Same process as before. Insert the probe fully into the 7 solution, shake it around a little bit to dislodge any air bubbles, and let it sit for about 30 seconds. So again, I'm going to press and hold the SW1 button. Green light just turned on. Keep holding the button. Green light turned off. Let go. So you can replace the cap on top. Now we're ready for the next step in the process, which is entering an equation into the Growlink app to convert the raw reading into an actual pH measurement. So we're going to place the probe back into 7 solution and let it stabilize there. Then go to the Growlink app, go to the controller settings, tap Configure Modules, tap on Universal Inputs, go to input number 2 and relabel it as pH, and then tap on Configure Analog Input. So you want to select a couple of different settings here. The input type should be selected as current loop. Set the metric from the available list to pH, and that will automatically select the unit of measure as pH as well. And then you'll see a couple of fields down below where you can edit, and you'll want to tap on the current field, which should show the current value in milliamps that is being detected by the probe. In this field, tap and enter pH, the value of 7 in there. And then you'll want to save then we'll switch back over to the 4.0 solution and repeat that process. So again, when you're switching between solutions, it's good to rinse the probe in fresh water. Insert the probe back into the 4 solution. Let it stabilize for a little while, and then tap on Configure Analog Input again in the app. And now all of those settings that you saved before should still be there, but in this current value field, we're now going to enter 4 instead of 7. Once you've done that, hit Save, and tap Save again. And now the pH probe is configured in the Growlink system to be ready for use. This probe is now fully calibrated, and reinsert the probe into the water line with the cap now removed. And we can open our water back up. Now your pH probe is fully calibrated. Because the cap is now off the probe, make sure to immediately fill that water line. If the probe is going to be sitting dormant for a while, you're not ready to use the system, or you're not ready to put water through the manifold, make sure to reinstall that cap on the probe, as that probe will dry out and will become defective.